Hi, my name is Jason Jones. I'm with Red Oak 4-H State. I'm about Fire Prevention Week. We're going to do a little bit of cooking in the microwave. We're going to cook some popcorn. And Judy's going to assist me with cooking this popcorn because she's a professional at cooking popcorn. Plus, we're going to see how hot it actually gets. Also, I want to go over a few things. I've already put a cup of hot water in here, okay? And we're just going to pretend it's a cup of coffee, okay? And when I did that, put a thermometer in it, and it's 147 degrees. Does anyone think that that's a problem with this bringing it out and drinking? So we're talking about scald prevention. Burning your mouth, burning your chest, because the first thing you're going to do, we're talking to older adults and young children. So hot cocoa, anything in the microwave can burn you if not properly cooled down for you to eat, especially stuff like water, stuff like popcorn. And we'll talk about steam burners with popcorn. Macaroni and cheese, you know, you dig your spoon there and put it in your mouth, and you've had it in your microwave for a long period of time, it will scald you, you can't get rid of the heat. So we're kind of preventing burns today.
Now, Jason, I think I read somewhere where it might have hot places in it, like it may be not quite so hot here, but when you start to drink it, it's not.
It's like when everybody knows when you use the microwave that the outside may be hotter than the inside. So, and sometimes things are different in microwaves, how you're supposed to take it back out, kind of stir it around and reheat it. But yeah, be careful of something being, it might be cold where you're actually eating that, but scalding hot on the edge. So keep that in mind. And you know, again, we're here today to prevent you from getting burned. So it's all about Fire Prevention Week, cooking up fire safety in the kitchen. We're going to do some microwave, and then we're going to put our heat gun on and show you to see how hot it actually is. So this is going to, it might take us a minute, so give us
Well, before I do that, I'm just going to put a thing of this butter in here. I love extra butter on popcorn. So what I usually would do is I'll just put this, because this is probably about much better. I'll put one back. Just put this in there under a paper towel. Is that what you do it?
No, we wouldn't do that like that. And we also wouldn't use butter in a paper cup. We, of course, you know, we're going to take the butter off, all the wrapper, put in the cup. But don't use plastic for butter, because the butter can go boiling and can actually deteriorate the plastic when you go up to open it. I know it has a steel trough inside the microwave that can still burn you. So we don't want to do that. We want to use proper equipment for proper cooking, okay? Which means you want to use a measuring cup to put your butter in, which you can melt something glass.
What if I want to put this, like, sometimes I know people like to put a baked potato in their oven,
Right.
and just kind of reflects the heat in it.
Okay. Alright. This works good in a regular household oven, but not in the microwave. If you put this in the microwave, you will have a microwave fireworks show. Okay, so sparks will fly. Please do not put a microwave in your oven and heat. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that, especially Judy.
Well, I guess if I wanted to put my black beans in my popcorn, now you're going to tell me I can't put the can of black beans in there.
Okay.
That's gonna make 2 or 3 pots and pans I'm gonna have to cook clean.
Well, guess what you can do? Actually, this one has a pop top, so we wouldn't. How we want to heat this up? We want to go ahead and empty this container out and put it into a microwave-safe bowl and heat it like that. You never put nothing metal or anything that can actually explode under pressure inside your microwave. Matter of fact, that goes for as far as in your oven as well. You can't put things that's going to be under pressure. Anytime you've got a metal cylinder, even with a top lid on it, it can still explode, and we don't want that to happen. We run calls and stuff like that where people have been burnt from heating things like this in stoves, microwaves, and actually cook stoves. So please remember, they can explode under pressure.
Now, if it's any amount of metal, like sometimes it's not on this one, but sometimes you know, you got those little metal bread ties on there, and I love to heat up my bagels. I mean, it's such a little bit of metal on it.
Well, the bread ties will spark and actually burn the plastic. So be aware, there's actually microwave safe bread ties now, which is a little plastic clips. They're a little bit aggravating, but they do work. They do prevent the plastic from melting and the metal piece from getting hot and burning you or your microwave catching on fire. So now we're going to go to the popcorn, and we get ready to do the popcorn.
Okay, so while we're waiting on that popcorn, you were talking to me earlier about microwave safety and stuff like that. Our microwave here is sitting, above the stove, the burners here, the oven. What about at my house? My microwave is sitting on the countertop. Is there anything wrong with that? It's the only thing on that counter. It's a small counter.
I call it a kid zone. Okay, anything that you reach on the countertop, which might be a door, a microwave, they might pull the product out on because they might like what they smell. But just remember that the stove underneath my plate is 36 inches in clearance. Keep in mind when you use your microwave, don't leave it unattended, and that goes for your stove or any kind of cooking. You never leave anything unattended while you're cooking. But it's always about safety. We don't want to see anybody get burnt. So if you do put a microwave on the countertop for that height, just keep remember if you do have kids, make sure you still have kids for safety zone, which is 36 inches. So, I hear the popcorn popping. Joe, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I went to a friend's house the other day, and she has no counter space, and so she had a microwave on the countertop like we were talking about, and then she had put her little toaster oven on top of that.
Okay. Well, anytime you
She didn't have counter space, so that's all she could do, you know?
well, it goes back to safety. My opinion would be is to unplug one, the one you're not using, set it to the side somewhere, and use it because ovens put off heat, and if you put your too close to your countertop, which is red fire, or your microwave, it can be unstable. When you stack stuff on top of each other, it makes the top unstable. So we don't want you to get any kind of spill burns, which could be boiling, which could actually burn you. So my suggestion would be not to do that.
I'll learn it. All right, so we're gonna try this now. I'm with the student today, so
Okay.
I just open the microwave.
We will open the microwave, we will get our popcorn out. And remember, folks, never open your popcorn looking inside the bag because steam will rise. And I think you might be able to see this when Jody does it. Read the instructions and it tells you, it says,
Open away from face. Children should not prepare without adult supervision.
so I'm going to do a quick, and it's 231 degrees Fahrenheit. 212 degrees is boiling. So go ahead and open it up, Jody.
I'm scared now. I'm really scared.
Okay, it says steam come out. That says 305 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so even though I can take one of these out and I can pick it up, I can feel the heat in my fingers. But we're talking about steam here. Okay, so a steam burner. If I do it like this and I open it, steam will, steam will blister your face. It can also blister your hands. So
Maybe it's open.
yeah, use it other minute, but it's probably kind of hard to do that. But remember, read the instructions on your popcorn if you're having problems. And remember, open it away from your face and enjoy your popcorn.
All right, thanks, Jason. That's good information. We appreciate it. Our subject